Good morning, Tracy. Today is the 17th of June, Wednesday. Today for math, we'll be going through yesterday's homework, page 244 to 246 of the review 2, as well as to start on practice paper, question 1 to question 24. So in this video, we'll be discussing the last few questions of the review 2, which is question 4 to question 7. Okay, question 4 to question 5 are quite straightforward. We'll go through pretty fast. I just want to pay more attention to question 6 and 7, which is the last two questions of review 2. So with that, we'll start. Okay, so City bought a notepad and a pen. So highlight the things you need to highlight. So City bought a notepad and a pen. So the notepad cost $3.50, the pen cost $2.60. So I would like to draw an arrow to show which is which. Okay, and then I paid for the two things with a $50 note. So first part is how much does the notepad and the pen cost altogether. Altogether means you're finding the total. Okay, so I'm gonna use the part-whole model. The part-whole model here. So it's quite straightforward. So I have a total bar. Okay, I know I bought a notepad which is $3.75. Again, you realize that I take away all the units first. Later, then I put it in. I bought a pen which is $2.60. So all I need to do is to find the total. Okay, so with the models, it's quite straightforward. So all I need to do is just $3.75, which is the notepad, plus the pen, which is $2.60. That will give you the answer. So let's work this out. Okay, so let's work at the side. $3.75 plus $2.60. 5, 13. We group 1. 4 plus 2 is 6. So over here it will be $6.35. Make sure you put in the dollar sign when you write the answer statement, but luckily they are this written for you, which is good. So $6.35 would be the total cost of both the notepad and the pen. Alright, but that's not the end. Part B, they ask you how much change do you get back when you pay with the $50 note. So all you need to do, again, let's draw a model, part whole as well. So you gave the cashier $50. So everything I give to the auntie is $50. But I actually only use $6.35. How much should I get back? So obviously all I need to do is just use $6.35 and subtract it from $50. Okay, so straightforward. Okay, for this I'll use dollar sign because it's more obvious here. When I use a complete dollar to minus, make sure I put the 0.00. For equations like this one, it's not so important to put the 0.00, but later for working, make sure that you put the 0.00 at the back of 50. That's very important. Okay, so with this, let's work it out and see the answer. So like what I mentioned, for $50, do not just leave it as 50, put a 0.00 at the back. This is very important. Minus $6.35. Okay, let's do a lot of regrouping. This becomes 4. This becomes 10 first, becomes 9. This becomes 10 first, becomes 9. This becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 3 is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. And you have a 4 here. So answer is $43.65. Okay, so quite straightforward, nothing too difficult. Let's move on to question 5. Okay, question 5, there's a diagram here. The apple has a mass of, this is an apple of course, the apple has a mass of 360 grams. Okay, this it, okay, sometimes you must really understand who is this it. Apple has a mass of 360 grams, 360 grams. This it refers to your apple. Okay, so this it refers to your apple. This apple is 285 grams lighter than the grapefruit. Okay, so I know that apple is lighter, and then grapefruit will be heavier. Okay, grapefruit must be heavier, but I don't know how much is the grapefruit, question mark. Okay, and what I want to find is the total mass of the apple and the grapefruit. Okay, so of course first you need to find the grapefruit that you can add together. But I'm going to show you if I draw a model, you can actually do this in one step only. Okay, so let's start. Okay, let's draw a model. I have an apple, I have a grapefruit. I know apple is lighter, so apple has a smaller, shorter bar. Grapefruit is heavier, so grapefruit has a longer bar. And I want to find the total. Okay, let's put in the numbers. Apple is 360. Apple is lighter than grapefruit by 285. Turning around, grapefruit is heavier than apple by 285. So 285 is here. And of course, if you can see that this 360, this must also be 360. So what I can do first is step 1. Okay, let's draw a text box. Okay, so what you can do is first step you want to find a grapefruit. So grapefruit actually 360 plus 285. Okay, let's work it out. So 360 plus 285. 5, 6 plus 8, 14. 4 plus 2, 6. So what you get here is 645 grams. So your grapefruit is 645 grams. So now you want to find the total. Total is very simple. Add the apple and the grapefruit together. So let's use apple, which is 360. Add the grapefruit, which is 645. Okay, let's work it out. So you have 645 plus 360. So 5. This is 10. We group. This is 7 plus 3 is 10 again. So the answer you will get is 1005 grams. Okay, so this is the total. Okay, there's another way that you can do in one step. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, so what happens that you realize that if you want to find total, you know this, you know this, you know this, all you need to do is just add them all up. So a very fast way or just one single step to do this is to add all this together, because as shown in your model. So a model is there to show you how you can do it, and sometimes it will show you ways that you can do things faster. Okay, so drawing model is not a chore. It can actually tell you more of what you need to know. Okay, so let's work it out. So instead of 2 steps, I can actually do this. Okay, 005 is 5, 6, 6, 12, 12 plus 8, 20. So you group 2, 2 plus 3, 5, plus 3, 8, plus 8 plus 2, 10. So same thing. So that is the same answer also, 1005 grams. Okay, so so you can do it step by step, find grapefruit and find the total, or you can just straight away find the total. So don't say, teacher, it is one whole page is very difficult. No, it is one whole page, but you realize you only use less than half the page to do. Okay, so it can be done. Don't be scared by the length of the question. Okay, so let's write the answer down here, 1005. Okay, all right, so it's quite simple. Or follow the model tells you what to do. Right, so now we are at question 6 and 7. I'm going to spend more time for this because it's more interesting, because instead of 2 things you have 3 things here, or 3 persons in the question. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many people in the question, really doesn't matter. What matters is that you can understand the question. So let's start the highlighting. Amia has 8 more than Hui Ling. Amia has 8 more than Hui Ling, means Amia must have more. And if Amia has more, Hui Ling must have less. Okay, so next sentence, Ravi, on the other hand, Ravi has twice as many as Amia. So Ravi has twice, Ravi must be more. And Amia must have less. Okay, so the more and less concept must be very clear. And after that, sentence number 3, it says here that Amia and Ravi, both of them only, not including Hui Ling, have 72 altogether. So basically for this part, this is what I will write. So I'll write Amia plus Ravi would give you 72, because Amia and Ravi total there's 72, right? This is not including Hui Ling. So the question now is, how much does Hui Ling have? Okay, same thing, sentence by sentence. Let's draw the model out. Let's draw Amia and Hui Ling first. So this is Amia, this is Hui Ling. So Amia has 8 more, so Amia is longer, Hui Ling is shorter. And the difference will be here. Difference will be 8. So Amia has 8 more than Hui Ling, correct? Okay, so now we draw for Ravi. Ravi has twice as many as Amia. So if this is Amia, Ravi must have 2 times 2 of this. So let's consider this as 1 unit. Let's use a different color. Okay, so this is actually 1 unit. Okay, so let's draw Ravi. Let's put over here. Okay, let's erase the way the question marks were at mouse space. Alright, so let's draw Ravi. Ravi has twice. So if Amia has this much, Ravi must have 2 times. So let's draw 1 time. So this is 1 box. And then I draw another similar box. Okay, so what you have here, instead of 1 unit, now you have 2 units. Okay, and now we know that the third sentence tells us that Amia and Ravi, the first two, has 72 altogether. It doesn't include Hui Ling. You realize I did not go to Hui Ling. So the question is, how much is Hui Ling? Okay, let's look at the model. Okay, so you realize that, hey, what can I do with this 72? Okay, you realize this 72 is shared by how many units? 1, 2, 3 units. 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 units, and they are the same size. Okay, that's why it's very important to use ruler to draw your models. So this 72 units represents this 72 represents 3 units. 1, 2, and 3, because Ravi is twice Amia. So what you're supposed to do is you have to see that you have to know that 3 units is actually equals to 72. Okay, 2 units from Ravi, 1 unit for Amia, add together 3 units. So 3 units is 72. So what you need to do next is to find 1 unit, which is to find Amia. Okay, so 1 unit is actually Amia because Amia is 1 unit. So how to find 1 unit? Basically, you use 72 divided by 3 will give you the answer for Amia, but not the final answer yet. Okay, so 72 divided by 3, because there's 3 units, you want to find just 1 unit, which is Amia. So 72 divided by 3, let's work it out. Not difficult. 72 divided by 3 times 2 give you 6. 1 bring down the 2 times 4 give you 12 without remainder. Okay, so 72 divided by 3 will give you 12, give you 24. So now I know that this is actually 24. So I know that Amia actually has 24. Okay, let's just bracket, it is 24. So I know Amia now. Now I want to find Hui Ling. Hui Ling is lesser. So I know I just need to minus away the 8. So let's get it done. So 1 unit, which is Amia, is 24. Amia is 8 more. So to find Hui Ling, all you need to do is use 24 minus away the 8. You can use mental sum for this, you get 16. Okay, so Hui Ling has 16 stems. Okay, Hui Ling has 16 stems. Okay, so the main thing here is to be able to see that, hey, 72 is 3 units, 1, 2, and 3. To find 1 unit first, which is Amia. I know Amia has 8 more than Hui Ling. All I need to do is to minus 8 to get Hui Ling because Hui Ling is lesser. That's why the answer is 16. Alright, so this is more difficult because he has one more character, one more person, okay, which makes it more challenging, but overall it's still the same. You rely on your units, rely on your models to do it. Okay, the very last question, same thing, 3% in the question. So I know Janice has 35, so this belongs to J. This she, who is this she? This she represents Janice. Okay, so let's write down Janice. Okay, this she represents Janice. Okay, so Janice has $10.35 more than City. Okay, so Janice has $10.35 more than City. So Janice has more. so Jenny has more. If Janice has more, Siti will have less. Okay, so the concept of more and less is very important. Or else you don't know which one when you don't know whether to plus or to minus later. Okay, so she refers to Janice. Janice has more, so Janice more, Siti is less. And then after that, it says here, Siti has $12.80 less than Amia. So Siti has less over here for this sentence, and then Amia has more because Siti has less. Amia has more. Okay, and they're asking you to find Amia, how much Amia has. Okay, so same thing, there are three person in this story. We do sentence by sentence. Let's do between Janice and Siti. Okay, so I have Janice, I have Siti. Okay, so Janice has $35.50 and Janice has more. So Janice has more, so Janice is longer. Siti has less, so Siti is shorter. Okay, so Janice has $10.35 more, so this part is $10.35. Okay, so Janice has $10.35 more than Siti, correct? Now we go to the third sentence. Siti has $12.80 less than Amia. Siti has less, Amia has more, so Amia must be longer. Okay, so again, this is Siti, this part that I cut, this is Siti. So Siti has $12.80 less than Amia. Turn it the other way around, so Amia has $12.80 more than Siti. So this is actually $12.80. So what you want to find is that you want to find Amia. Okay, so this is the model you should look at. Okay, so let's start to do. Okay, let's put in the $35.50, which is here, because Janice has $35.50. Okay, so you can do step by step. First you find Siti, then you find Amia. So let's find Siti first. Okay, let's find Siti. Okay, to find Siti, all you need to do is to use Janice, which is $35.50, minus away the difference, which is $10.35. And then let's work it out. Okay, so $35.50 minus $10.35. 0 cannot minus 5. We group 4. This becomes 10. You get 5. You get 1. Okay, let's write properly. Okay, this becomes 10. So this is 5. This is 1. This is 5. And this is 2. So now you know that Siti is $25.15. Okay, so look at the model. Janice is this much, $35.50. Janice has more. So in order to find Siti, you minus off the $10.35, you get $25.15. So now I know that this is $25.15. Okay, you can always update your model. So if this is $25.15, this part will also be $25.15. You have this part, you have this part. All you do is to add it up. All right, so it's quite simple. So let's continue. So to find Amia, all you need to do is to use $25.15, add $12.80, will give you the answer. So let's work it out also. So I have $25.15. I add $12.80. Also 5 over here, 9 over here, 7 and 3. So no recouping involved, very simple. So it is $37.95. Okay, so make sure okay, all right. So make sure you write the answer at the bottom as well, $37.95. Okay, so again, the most important thing at this moment is to be able to draw the model. We know that Janice has this amount, Janice has more. So to find Siti, you need to minus away, and then after that, you know Amia has more, so you need to plus the $12.80, and that will give you the answer. So always use a model as something you can use to plan your steps, and plan your steps first before you start to do your working. Don't do step 1 and think about what to do for step 2. before you even start the equations and the workings, think of what's step one, what's step two. Then it will be easier for you and you have more confidence along the way. All right. So today's homework, make sure you do your corrections on your review two. Make sure you complete it, and after this, make sure you move on to your practice paper, question 1 to 24. We'll see you tomorrow.